Yo YouTube, what's going on? It's your boy SalvationsElite. We're back with another video, guys, and today, Modern Warfare, Call of Duty Modern Warfare 2019 is finally announced, as I know all of you guys have seen already. So, obviously, we could talk about all of the basics. I'm just going to go over a little bit of, what we know so far, but the one I want to talk about the most is how crossplay is going to affect multiplayer and how crossplay is going to affect competitive Call of Duty. That's what I'll talk about the most. I'll do that after we cover some of the basic stuff, but that is definitely the most interesting thing to me and what I want to talk about the most in this video. And also, I'm kind of on this glasses grind because my allergies have been killing me the last week or two just with my contacts, so we're on the glasses grind. But so Call of Duty Modern Warfare 2019, I guess, is gonna side note, searching for this game is gonna be an absolute nightmare. I mean, on YouTube, trying to title this video Call of Duty Modern Warfare Remastered, Call of Duty Modern Warfare 4, Call of Duty Modern Warfare 3, Modern Warfare 2, Call of Duty Modern Warfare, the amount of Modern Warfare that's already been searched, this is gonna be a nightmare trying to title videos for the next year and a half with Modern Warfare, but it is what it is. Basically what we know so far, quick overview. We know that there is no seasons pass. I'm going to run through the list. New engine, co-op mode, the campaign is graphic terrorism centered or focused, and we know that there's crossplay. We don't know basically anything about multiplayer at this point. We don't know anything about the spec ops mode. The only thing we know about the co-op mode specifically is that it's squad up and play cooperatively in a collection of elite operations accessible to all skill levels. Sounds like spec ops to me, but at this point we don't have anything confirmed. We don't really know, but definitely sounds very similar to spec ops, but who knows. The no seasons pass is pretty interesting. They did announce some pre-order packages, and there's going to be some DLC options available at the beginning, which is cool, and I think that works out pretty well. I'm just pumped because the trailer did look sick. I mean, it's exactly what we wanted. It's completely modern, going through the last maybe 15 years of combat or so, something like that, and I think it looks great. It's going to address terrorism, which is really cool, and from what we know about the campaign so far, it sounds insane. I highly recommend you guys go watch Drifter's video that he just uploaded earlier today about the campaign and what they know about it, because a lot of the bigger Call of Duty YouTubers got to go visit Infinity War's headquarters, and they got a whole presentation and got to see some of the campaign, basically a demo version of what's to come, and they saw a few levels of the campaign. Apparently Drifter said that it was insane, as in incredibly graphic, and he's worried that it might be rated for adults only, not even M, but the next level up, adults only, because he said the campaign was so graphic. It's hard for me to believe that they would let that happen, considering adults only isn't allowed to be sold in some countries or whatever. So I'm assuming that Call of Duty will do whatever it takes to limit the graphicness of it, do whatever it takes to make sure that it's rated M. But regardless, Drifter said the campaign looked insane, and that it's incredibly realistic. The AI is incredible. He said that the enemies legitimately reacted to what people you killed, what people you didn't, and things like that. So he said he was really impressed with along those lines, but very worried about how graphic it was just because of the rating. But from what I heard about it and from that video, it sounded pretty sick, and I was pretty excited about what I was hearing. The next thing, Prestige's Key talked about the sound mechanics when it came to the bullet shells, and he said that each bullet shell individually makes its own sound. So if you're standing next to a mailbox, the bullet shells will be flying out of your guns, pop, 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 flying out of your guns, and they'll maybe hit the wall or the mailbox or the ceiling or the floor, and all of those to have different sounds. So the mailbox will make a different sound, the floor will make a different sound, the wall will make a different sound, the ceiling will make a different sound, the grass will make a different sound, so that sounds pretty cool. I definitely am into that enhanced experience, the audio experience of Call of Duty, and I mean, nothing is sicker than when you hit a nice snipe in Call of Duty and it echoes inside or something like that. So hopefully we get some really cool sounding snipers and some one-shot type rifle weapons in this game that can really emphasize how cool that sound is. But yeah, so that's kind of it for the broad overview of what I really liked about the trailer and the reveal. Overall, it's gotten really positive response, which I'm really excited about, honestly. And now for crossplay. Crossplay is exciting. At its core, it's going to be very good for the Call of Duty community as a whole, and it's an incredible PR move for Call of Duty versus other games that may not be able to play cross-platform. If you're a group of friends and you have Xboxes, you have PS4s, you're like 15-year-olds, you can't afford to buy an Xbox and a PS4. And, you know, you're a group of friends and you're like, all right, should we get Battlefield? Should we get Call of Duty? Should we get whatever? XXXX, all these other games. Call of Duty offers to play cross-platform. That's a great option. So, I mean, in that sense, I think it's going to help drive people back to the game. And like for maybe friends who always had different systems, now you can play together. So that's pretty dope. And already a few friends that I know that play Call of Duty on Xbox have already hit me up like, yo, can't wait to play with you next year. It's going to be sick. So I'm excited in that sense to help, you know, broaden the community and as a whole. From a pub standpoint, I think it's pretty great overall. Obviously, the biggest worry is how they're going to do it. So obviously, Fortnite at the beginning, you only played against PC players if you were playing with a PC player. But right now on Fortnite, they changed it so now you're always playing against PC players. So the thing about Fortnite though is that they have a really competitive and really enhanced auto aim system where the auto aim is incredibly powerful on Fortnite. And obviously the auto aim is powerful on Call of Duty, but I don't think it's powerful to the level that it is on Fortnite. And so, I mean, even some Fortnite PC players complain about how powerful the auto aim is at some point. So, like, I think they've done a really good job, at least Fortnite has, in balancing the PC experience versus the console experience. But I'm not so sure that Call of Duty is anywhere near that point when it comes to balancing. Because, I mean, come on. If you watch Shroud play Blackout and you watch TP, who's an incredible Blackout player, play Blackout, there is a massive difference in how well they can aim and how dominant one of them can be versus the other. So when it comes to PC, I'm a little worried in that regard how they're going to do it. I'm going to have faith that they're going to have a system where if you're playing with a PC player, that you only at that point then you'll play with PC players. What I am worried about is how that would look like with ranked play or with especially game battles, where like if there's integrated crossplay. I mean, that's fantastic for the game battle scene when it comes to Xbox and PS4. That's only going to be able to unite both sides. Finally, we don't have to have the discussion about what side's more competitive, blah, 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 blah. It, you know, whatever. Creates for a bigger fan base. The ladders are now combined. That'll be awesome. I can't wait to see how that works on game battles. The weird thing with game battles is PC, because say you're playing with, let's just say it's 5v5, and you're playing 4 guys on console, 1 guy on PC. So now can you only get matched against other teams that have a PC player? I don't know how that's going to work with game battles. If I had to guess, I would assume that console and PC won't be able to play against each other on game battles. That's just my guess. But I don't even know if they're able to distinguish that because now that it's cross-platform, I don't know. So that would be my biggest worry, is how the PC integration crossplay would work with game battles. Hopefully there's a way to detect it, but that is something I would definitely be a little worried about. I mean, one thing I'm extremely excited about is the community tournament now for us. The SalvationsElite community is fantastic because now you Xbox guys don't have to worry about having the Xbox tourneys when we can just all have PS4/Xbox tourneys combined. So I'm really excited about that. Looking forward down the line that we can have a full community tournament now with everybody in there. So I'm pretty excited about that. But yeah, and like, so the final thing was Slasher, the esports expert, tweeted about this. So I'll pop the tweet up right here. But he basically was saying, you know, this does maybe potentially play into the idea that Activision wants to port the CWL onto PCs and then play with controllers on PC. So I don't think that's a massive change. I think I talked about that in a previous video, but at the same time, it is a change, and this definitely supports that idea that that is very likely and very possible down the line. So just be on the lookout, be aware that I don't know if that's going to have an effect on the players at all, but it is something to consider with the change in regards to the CWL next year. So overall, guys, I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Drop all your comments about Modern Warfare 2019 down below. There's so much to think about. I'm extremely excited for it. I mean, just thinking about the aspect of playing boots on the ground like this in a multiplayer experience, there's been a few kind of scary rumors though about the multiplayer in regards to UAVs. I don't know how I feel about that. Gun progression. That's something I didn't even talk about in the beginning. Gun progression. It progresses simultaneously between campaign, multiplayer, and the Spec Ops mode or whatever, the co-op mode. So they said that like you can level up your guns throughout that. So that's pretty weird. I'm not sure how I feel about that. I guess it's fine, but definitely a different change. So there's a lot that they're trying to integrate. I'm excited about it. I don't know how it's going to work with not having a battle pass or having a, a seasons pass. Hopefully they're just as motivated to make new maps and make good new content throughout the year, just as much as they were when they had paid people who were expecting it already. So I'm a little nervous about that. Hopefully they just have a lot of maps at launch. I could rant about this all day. We could probably have a longer conversation about this down the road. But anyway, guys, if you enjoyed the video, like, comment, and subscribe. Share all your thoughts down below. And again, the community tournament is on Saturday, 2:30 Eastern time, 1:30 Central. I'm going to be streaming on Twitch. We're doing a headset giveaway over there, so make sure to be in the stream for that. But as always, guys, I'm your boy SalvationsElite, and we'll see you next time. I'm out.